Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Ed writes, simple name like Ed. Hello, Aaron. I want to thank you for all the things you do because you truly make a difference in the life of many young men. Yes, I fucking do, and that's why I will die not terribly slicing my wrists when I'm on my deathbed, which I'd be already dead, so I don't know why I slice. But anyway, I don't feel like, your standard 23-year-old American woman. I cut myself so I feel. I'm 26 years old and I live in New Mexico, which is slightly better than the old Mexico. I've been doing college part-time and I'm about to graduate with a BA in psychology. Thanks to you, now I know that majoring in that area of study was probably one of the stupidest. No, it wasn't probably. It was 100% guaranteed to be the stupidest decision you ever made in your life. I've made it in my life because now I have a worthless degree with $20,000 in student loans. I'm facing a dilemma because of the choice I have ahead of me. My first choice is to move to California and join the Los Angeles Police Department. This choice sounds interesting because I can start making money because I have been working minimum wage jobs since I started college. My second choice is to move to Phoenix, Arizona and become a pilot by joining a flight school that is co-sponsored by a major airline, the Prozes? The Prozes. You spelled it, Prozes. P-R-O-S-E-S is going to take about 3 years. I'm going to have to take a loan for a little less than $100,000 to pay for flight school. So you could just invest that in index fund and make a lot more money, and because you didn't spend enough in school or college already. You need to get more education. I have no problem doing either because I'm passionate about both careers. Oh, you're passionate? Well, you mentioned the P word, so go do whatever you want, my millennial. I'm passionate. $1 billion. It's like Shazam. Shazam! You become this super powerful guy. Passionate! You become this millennial who can do anything. Where did we go? No problem. I go passionate about both careers, but I have a problem deciding because if I go the LAPD route, I could be making around $100,000 a year after I put in many years into the carrier, also with good benefits and with a good pension if I stay there for 30 years. The pilot route is going to be challenging because they do not make a lot of money at first, but as time goes on, they could be making over $200,000 a year as I accumulate seniority and transfer to the big airlines or even more if I'm willing to work overseas, but it will require time. So pretty much make money, because you know what? Those baby boomers always promised everybody and delivered on their promises, right? And I'm sure Gen Xers are the exact same way. So even though they promise you in 20 years time and you go into debt on the order of a fucking house, I'm sure it'll pay off because the baby boomers that a Gen X or older people told you so. Don't trust this gray hair. Just trust my gray hair. There's some kind of moral lesson in there somewhere. Long run. Any insights and advice you can provide that I really appreciate. Cappy, thanks in advance. P.S. Email response, video response. Okay, I have a video out called How to Become a Pilot. Go look it up. All right, Aaron, you can provide the link. No, I'm not. No. Talk to a buddy of mine who's a pilot. He's an actual captain in an established airline. He says, look, you don't got to go to these fancy-ass, expensive airline schools. You don't. It depends on where you're going to go, where you're going to fly out of. So go to the airline pilot discussions. Ask the old-timers where they recommend going. No, not $100,000. No, do not go to pilot school. At the same time, no. Did you notice my favorite thing is telling people no to their dreams? Because your dreams aren't dreams, they're nightmares, just disguised as dreams. It's like the chick with really nice tits and red hair, and she's just got the perky little lips and a tight ass, and then you fuck her and like, oh my god, it's a guy, or oh my god, it's got herpes. That's what your life options are right now. You don't need to go in any more debt. Certainly not $100,000. Certainly pursue your pilot's license and your pilot profession as you can afford it, cheaply as possible. As per my buddy's recommendation, go and research and find out where it's cheaper. The airline school doesn't matter. They're going to make it sound like, oh my God, you got to go to this school and that school. Nope. You just need your certifications or your credentials. But at the same time, you're not going to become a pilot, airline, unless like you do it like 10 years out and you take your time. And no, you're not going to become an LAPD cop. And yes, you could become an LAPD cop, but why in fuck's name would you want to? I think you're Latino. You have a Latino last name. Okay, you have to shoot a black guy who was not obeying the law and was definitely a threat to you. Oh my God, you're fired because of politics. There is no way you could get me to be a cop at any major metropolitan area where there's a Black Lives Matter or any other, because not only is it like you might lose your job, even though you're completely in the right, it's you might go to jail. And it's not like you would ever have any kind of intention. I'm not accusing you of any kind of bigotry or racism or anything like that. You got to realize that your job is so pernicious. It's so on thin ice. If people say, well, you know what, according to the camera he did X, but according to the camera I saw Y. No. There's no reason. Not LAPD, no. Phoenix PD, maybe. Talk to an old-time retired cop, and they're having a hard time recruiting people. Maybe go Phoenix, but just major metropolitan cops in general. No, you couldn't pay me enough. Because, oh, you're asking me to go stop crime, but anytime somebody gets sand in their vagina, even though they're breaking the law, and there has been times, in all intellectual honesty, there has been times where you got bad cop shooting innocent people. There's no doubt that has happened. You're not going to get me. But 8 out of 10, I'd say roughly, it's somebody who's acting wrong, they're violating law, you got to shoot them. Oh my God, Black Lives Matter. You didn't do nothing. Bullshit. Well, too bad, because politics is going to rule in the end of that day. So if you want to become a cop, I go Phoenix. You don't want to live in California anyway, dude. Okay? Fuck California. The taxes, the traffic, the bullshit, the people, no fucking way. No self-respecting man, conservative or old school Democrat. I don't want to say Democrat because Democrat men aren't men. They're fucking faggoty, pussy, vagina faggots, all right? Any old school man, like you seem to be like a blue collar Democrat, you would never live in California, never. So I would say maybe join the Phoenix Police Department, or Mesa Police Department, or Glendale Police Department, or I don't even know if Cave Creek has a police department. It's just a bunch of old rich white people. Yeah, I don't know if they even need a police department up there. Scottsdale, Paradise Valley. I don't know if I do Phoenix. Yeah, it's better than LA. But I go the cop route. Whether it's LA, I mean, here's your routes. Phoenix area cop. Pays not quite as much political bullshit. And you're not in California forking over half your income in taxes, because we just can't get enough socialist dick. Alright? Number 2, if you insist on living in the world's worst state, California, and you just can't get enough Marxist dick up your ass, and you want to pay 50-60% of your income in taxes, fine, go to LAPD, and then you got to deal with all the racial bullshit and all that other crap. Don't think because you're a Latino, you're going to be excused from that. The nanosecond you have to shoot, you have to, key word, have to, shoot an Asian, shoot a black guy, shoot anybody who ain't your own race. Oh my God, Asian lives matter, Black lives matter, not you. Race matters. Fuck no. Because not only do you worry about losing your job, you might actually face jail time. You know, and I'd like to say, oh yeah, you know, the cops that deserve it, and the cops that do deserve it to go to jail again. No, not worth it, not worth it. Last thing I would do is try and become a pilot. You could do that on the side at part-time, but dude, you're already in debt 20 grand. And now you're like, oh, no, I'm going to chase this thing. I'm going to chase that thing. And pilot is like the dude bro's way out. You just say, I'm going to become a pilot. No, you're not. You're not going to become a pilot. You're not. You can. It's going to take several years and part-time and at the cheap flight school. But I would not go to this. I got to pay $100,000 for flight school. You know what's funny? I find it so funny. The cops are desperate for cops. They can't find new employees because all the baby boomers are retiring because of age, if anything else. We can't find police officers. Oh, we got them. Oh, no, we can't have you. Oh, no, we can't have you. Oh, you didn't pass that. You didn't pass that. They make it impossible to become a cop. And then the airlines, when things are good, we can't find no pilots. Oh my God! But you gotta pay $100,000 for flight school. Yeah, fuck you. You know, you can get all the certifications you need, not for the cost of a house. All right. So no, both your plans suck. LAPD, fuck no. You're in California. That's the worst thing. Number two, it's racially charged. And it's going to be racially charged against you no matter what your race is. So fuck that bullshit. You don't want to risk losing a job or going to jail. Okay, you follow me so far? Number two, the pilots thing. All right, if they're so desperate for pilots, why don't they have a training program? Right? If they're that desperate, and you could find yourself a pilot's license and get into the airline industry a lot cheaper than $100,000. Right? You just got to do the work and all that other stuff. But I think your best route in the meantime would become Phoenix PD or any one of the surrounding areas. And you make yourself some money. You don't have to live in a shithole like California. You don't have to pay the taxes. Keep voting Republican if you'd like to keep those taxes low. And then at night, go and get your certifications. And inevitably, maybe you can become a pilot. But this dichotomy you present, both options suck. $100,000 for flight school? Fuck them, fuck that. They're that desperate, they can fucking pay you. LAPD is desperate? Yeah, fuck you. Maybe not send your cops to jail, and every time you gotta go shoot some asshole who's high on PCP or not following the law, oh my God, because of the color of his skin, you're a racist son of a bitch, we're gonna throw you in jail at minimum, take care of your job. No. Phoenix PD. And then another little bit of advice on the Phoenix PD, the guy I talked to, don't do the millennial shit and bring your phone in. Just leave your fucking phone at home. They had to wash out so many millennial cadets because they kept looking at the phone. They brought the phone in. They were looking at the phone while they're on their probationary period. Leave your fucking smartphone at home. Don't fucking get a flip phone. That's what you should do. Get a flip phone. And there you go. So, all right, glad I helped you out. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.